What's up, people? How y'all doing? What's cracking? This thing looks crazy. Okay. We in the house, Johnson. We in the house. We're in the house. We're in the house. All right. All right. Everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. All right. Crazy kids. What's happening? What's going on in your world? Wow. Yeah, man. I got to help Mrs. Black cook, man. I got to do something up there. So, Tim Black's Wolfpack in the house. Give it up for my people on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. My man Buck Bewley doing the moderating over here on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Buck, for doing what you do, bro. Give it up for Buck. That's T. Yo, so wow. I got a couple things I want to discuss with you, put them in front of you, see what you think about them. You know, it is crazy what we've been going through, and it's only going to get crazier. They say the ride is just starting to pick up. But that's cool. We'll be okay. I mean, I look at us, I say, you know what? We've been through harder times. Yeah, man, we've been through harder times. This right here, man, we can eat this for breakfast. I know people are trying to make it seem like it's the end of days. Now, when it's the end of days, you'll know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When it's over, when it's the end of days, I think we'll get more signs than just Kamala Harris losing an election. I've been seeing some displays, guys, from some of these people gaslighting. It's just crazy pathetic. I mean, the fact that there are people sitting at home actually believing this stuff. It's really sad. They go down you hear a lot of talk about the radical, like people being radicalized and you know, going into like militias and doing all this type of stuff. But you don't hear about the radicalization of like liberals. Is they go down the celebrity and the corporate mine shaft of all types of propaganda. No one talks about that. No one talks about the emotional impact of that type of influence. What that does to people. How that affects their lives. How that makes them do things that destroys families and destroys people every day. So it's just, you know, and that's part of the game, right? Where they only focus on one side of the issue and try to make that the devil. I keep telling people, man, you got to open your eyes. When you say you open your eyes, make sure you're not still dreaming. Because we all have had those dreams where we think we're awake and you're really in another dream. It's like a dream within a dream. I hate those dreams the most, man. Because those are always the ones where I got the most money. It's like somehow I have this stack of cash, this bag of dollars, real dollars, like real hundreds and hundreds of dollar bills. It's mine. But there's something in the dreams like, you know you're dreaming, right? I'm like, no, man. No, say it ain't so. This gotta be real. Please let this be real life. You know, then a cat or a dog will walk up and start talking to you like, no, man, you tripping. Ain't that right? Dog will look to the cat and be like, yeah, man, come on, man, you tripping, man. You in the catnip again, bro. This is a dream, bro. If this was real, would me and the dog be talking? Come on, man, be magical. Be the magical dog and cat that talk in real world. Like, nah, dog. You dreaming, baby. Sorry. Give me the bag. I'm like fighting him for the bag. Give me this damn bag. I'm taking this with me. You know what? I'm going to put it in this wall, this hole in the wall, and I'm going to come back in this dream, and I'm going to get this money out this wall and bring it into the real world. All week, I'm trying to get back to the same dream, man, to get that money. Doesn't work. All I got is Joy Reid and Sonny Hostin and Carrie Champion and Charlamagne the God and D.L. Hughley. Lying to me. Oh, man. But I know you weren't expecting that. Look, guys, this is the Tim Black Show. We do breaking news, U.S. politics and Black culture on his channel. That's what we do. And that's what we're going to do tonight. So if you was expecting something else, you're in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let you know. Now, if you were expecting this, bam! Look at you being right. Look at you coming through to the right spot, finding the brother doing his thing. Look, I want you to know, man, you have stumbled upon star type stuff. This is top level. Now, I don't mean Hollywood star. I mean just like dope. Like this is gonna be dope, right? Don't let the fact some rich old white dude didn't co-sign this show make you think it ain't the make you think it's not high quality. Forget the fact, you know, I'm wearing a knockoff Adidas tracksuit. Don't let that fool you. I know I should have known it was a knockoff when it was like $40. I was like, Adidas sells sweatsuits for $40? Why is this price so reasonable? It's like 4 in the morning. Bye. Then I go to the store, go to the grocery store. It's like 5 other brothers in the same thing like this. Looking all guilty and shit. Then a 75-year-old Jewish woman walked by. She had on the same sweatsuit. But she could have been like, you know, Christian. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't tell these things. We never be able to tell who's Jewish or not. We're so persecuted. Man, if you didn't know I was black, like, and I had to tell you, I wouldn't be telling everybody. You know, most black, now I'll be honest, if I was as light-skinned as Serena is now, y'all see Serena? No, I'm just kidding. Serena been light, man. Everybody get to vitiligo when they get money. When they get a lot of money, everybody get vitiligo. I want vitiligo money. Nah, man, I'm serious, man. I'm just saying, like, people say they've been persecuted. How are you persecuted? You from a group, you say it's been persecuted, but I'm like, dog, if nobody know you from that group, like, if you a Crip and you in blood territory, somebody like, you a Crip, what set you claim? You ain't supposed to be like, you know, you supposed to lie. Right? I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Man, what are we doing tonight, man? What are we doing tonight? Tim, this has nothing to do with politics. It's the politics of survival, Goofy. You gotta survive. P. Diddy got denied bail. Breaking news. Sorry, I did that in wrong order. Breaking news, folks. Sean P. Diddy Combs was denied bail for like the second time, I think it was. I think I have a clip about it. Look, let it be known, man, like this is the news. They cited reasons. Let me see if I got the clip, man. I just made this clip. So it should be here. Oh, darn it, it's not here. Why people can't cooperate? Am I still recording over there? I guess I can tell you what it is. Shit, I don't need them to tell you. Sean Diddy Combs, the reason why they say they denied his bail, they wouldn't let him go home, is because they think he's a risk. Yeah, Sean is a risk, man. He's a bad guy. They think that he is dangerous. And they say it's going to be it could be emotionally traumatic to people that are testifying against him, such as Cassie, and others. And they don't think that would be fair to put him at large with the public. So he gets to stay at his nice accommodations. Not exactly what he's used to. There's no baby oil. but people do have spit. Yeah, you know, sometimes when you wonder why you want bigger, then you realize why. Because you just say stuff. I'm not supposed to say that. Am I supposed to? I'm not supposed to say that, but yeah, man, I know, man. I know. I know we talked about it. Yeah, I don't give a damn now. Okay. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, so anyway, they're not gonna let Puffy go home, man. And I think someone said this. I don't know if this was a judge, don't quote me, but I think it was, hey man, you just gotta wait till your trial date in May. You'll be okay. That's some harsh thing to tell somebody, man. Hey, man, you can't go home today. But you know, if things go well, maybe you can, you know, win the case and go home then. I saw this guy, Adam Carolla, used to be a host on MTV. Now he's got a podcast. I used to hate Adam Carolla. All his posts, all his stuff seemed like it was all racial. He's a lot of racial stuff after he got off MTV. He's like picked a lane for himself that was like dump on blacks every time he got a chance. At least that's the way it felt. Maybe I'll feel differently now because I've left the butt hurts. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer around the butt hurts. Maybe I feel differently. Maybe I can laugh at jokes again and be like, that's funny. Maybe I won't automatically think he's racist. I'll think maybe he's just not funny or trying to be, you know what I'm saying? I got to look again, but he did say something about P. Diddy that I agreed with. It was a TMZ interview. And the guy asked him, said, hey man, what do you think about, you know, Sean Diddy Combs? Is he coming home? He's like, nah, I don't think he's ever coming home again. And I don't mean to laugh, man, but it was funny the way he said it. He was like, yeah, man, if I was Diddy, I would have just took a plane somewhere and never came back, man. Like, how stupid can you be? Now I'm putting extras on it now. You got $1 billion, close to maybe a $500 million. I don't know how much. It's a lot more billions than me. If he has a $500 million, that's a $500 million more than I have. So I'm not even knocking that. Whatever it is. You know, why not get on a plane? You know what I'm saying? That why not? He had a plane. Why not leave? What good is having all that money that when the feds come, you don't try to leave? You in a hotel in New York, like, I'm waiting for my day. You ain't got to look for me. I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? No, I'll be like, you got to look for me. I'm somewhere else. So anyway, Sean Diddy Combs, no bail. And you know what? I don't feel bad about it. And if you want to come take my black card for that, well, go ahead and try to take it then. I don't feel bad about him. Why should I? You saw what he did? You see what he's alleged of doing? If he didn't do what they say he did, okay. My bad. But if he did what they said he did, then that's not okay. And I want everybody to be like, well, why come this person didn't get caught? What happened to Hugh Hefner? Hugh Hefner is dead, man. He's gone. If you didn't get him, then they wouldn't get nobody in the 80s. Everybody was doing everything. I just saw a flash by, man. It's like everybody in music, everybody in Hollywood, a bunch of dope heads, man. Everybody's getting high all the time. This guy, Kim, remember K-E-M. If you love R&B music in the late 90s, 2000s, everybody knows Kim, right? Why is this guy in the interview with somebody, I forget who it was, he's talking about his addiction, his drug habits. Like, is it like a starter kit they give you? Look, here go $100,000. Oh, I'm sorry. And here goes your addiction. Here goes your platinum record, and here goes your addiction. It seems like everybody, so it's like everyone points at Hugh Hefner and these other people, and they like it's making an excuse for Puffy. Like Puffy was like, you know, if he did what they say, I have no remorse for him. I feel no sympathy, no empathy for the man. Okay. He didn't get railroaded. There are a lot of people who done a lot less than Puffy, who have a lot more legal problems than Puffy does, okay? And have been buried by the system for piddly shit. So you're only speaking up on Puffy because it's Puffy. Because there's a guy named Sean Johns or Joseph or Sean Brooks or whatever Williams that's been buried under a 3 strikes law thanks to your boy Joe Biden. Maybe Kamala prosecuted him. He's been buried for some bullshit like a gun possession with a little bit of weed or maybe a little bit of coke or something and been in jail for 20 years and you wouldn't say shit about him. You couldn't be concerned at all. In fact, you shitted on Trump when he passed his 3 strikes, when he passed the First Step Act, trying to get people out. Because it was Trump doing it. You know, you don't got nothing to say for that, but you were, for Puffy, you're going to question my blackness because I don't think it's cool to traffic people. I don't think it's cool to be having underage people at these parties wielding your influence and luring them in and drugging them without their consent and running trains. If that's what happened, if that's what's happening. Plus, I love Tupac. I could just stop there. Like, if the allegations is that he had anything to do with Tupac, we're done here. We can finish, we can stop right there and be done, right? Ain't got to justify it to you. My credit score proves who I am. Black man doing best he can. All right. I'm going to make a clip out of that somehow. I'm going to find something that's... Can we get on to a little bit of politics? I felt like that was the black culture part. Okay, so yeah. And I think I got another piece of some more black culture. Let's jump here, though, before we go any further, guys. Remember, it's important to hit the like button. I feel like it's Friday. That's because it's the day before a holiday. And I told y'all, man, I was raised as JW. So JWs, we ain't get Thanksgiving and Christmas and all. We didn't celebrate any holidays, not even our damn birthday. So people are like, Tim, you don't know what day Thanksgiving is? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? You turning into Joe Biden? Nah, man, I grew up without holidays. I never been in the holidays. Quiet as a kept. I think my mom only took up JW's Jehovah's Witness because she didn't want to spend no money. I'm just saying. And my pops was cheap as hell. He was like, he was from the, if it's brown, flush it down. If it's yellow, let it mellow crew. Now, I know you ain't just flush that toilet, did you? Oh, Tim, now I know you didn't just flush that toilet. It don't even smell in here. Are you using the dishwasher? I'm going to hurt him. And I'm going to hurt him. Yeah, they ain't really, I don't even think they really believe in the religion. They just didn't want to celebrate nothing that involved spending money to buy gifts. My mom be watching too. She be on the Facebook Live and shit, hitting like and stuff. I saw her yesterday. Love you, Mom. Mom be on Facebook Live. My son, I still don't know what you do, but keep doing it, baby. Okay, moving on to one of the topics I want to talk about officially. DL Hughley quit X. What's wrong with this man, y'all? What's wrong with these people soft, baby? They soft. You know what? If you can't be on a social media site, you're too soft to run the country. Yeah, if your people, if you're a part of a group that's too afraid to be on a social media site because it's too violent. They're saying the N-word. And it's violent. Like you can't be running the country. I'm sorry, Johnson. We got real problems going on in this country. If that offends you, people typing words, you don't even hear them talking. You know what I read on Twitter? Nah, so DL quit. He deleted his X accounts, his X account. Buck broken is the term that was used. I don't know. I guess he feels that Kamala was robbed of the election. You know, he's very soft and tender after that, and he just got tired of X, and that's sad that he's still going through this, man. It really is. You know, I think we need to check up on him. What you think? Let's check up on him. Yeah. Yo, what's up, fam? How y'all doing? Yeah, man, it's me, Tim Black again. I'm calling because hold up, this is the wellness check prevention of harming unaliving oneself in California, right? Yeah. Calabasas area. Yeah. I called y'all about a month ago about about a DL Hughley. Yeah, the short guy with all the tattoos. Justice Men in his bed, stolen hats. Yeah, that's the one. Ain't been funny since Kings of Comedy. He wasn't funny then either. His brother's vicious, savage. Yeah, man. Look, man. I know. Look, I do not want to be a nuisance. I do not want to be. What you mean then don't be? This is important, man. His brother's going through it, man. Where's your empathy, my brother? Listen, I know you guys busy. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and tiptoe through his door and make sure he okay. Yeah, man. I heard, man. I look, man. I'm afraid he gonna do something to himself. He might hang himself with some accomplice pantyhose. Might find a beam in the basement and hang himself. Yeah. You don't have basement? You don't have basement? Okay. A tree in the backyard? Yeah, man, because I know I think he stole a pair of she like seeds, like a sieve for the greens. Yeah. She lose like a long pair of pantyhose for the yeah. Maybe it's the hot water bottle that she got on the door. She said she's black. She making that hot water bottle. Yeah, man, I just think he gonna take something of hers and hurt himself with it. Yeah. Nah, man, I'm concerned, man. He's not getting over this at all, man. He's not adapting to the situation. Man, that go make sure he wasn't swinging from a tree. Nah, that's not an ethnic joke. Nah, yeah, I'm black too, brother. Come on, man. You could tell. Stop playing. Yeah, man, I'm concerned about it, man. Go do a wellness check on the brother, man. Just make sure everything okay. Yeah, also check on his daughter. Yeah, before you get him down, if he is swinging, ask his daughter, should we save him? That'll be her decision. Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, I gave her the office. There we go. I think we got to look in for him, man. We got to look into him, man. Now, one of the reasons why I think it's very necessary for us to check on DL at this time is because I went to his Instagram account. And I saw his second to last post. Now, his last post was him was a nice post. It was about preventing some type of rare cancer or something. I was like, wow, that's nice of him to do that. That was good. But the post before that had me concerned. It was this white guy talking about, well, let me just play it for you.
Trump promises to destroy his enemies, but Jesus calls us to love our enemies. We're all struggling with that right now. A lot of us are starting to see some of our neighbors as enemies.
See, I think all the Democrats, man, who is this guy? This guy's like he's a Texas state representative. I don't know his name. Just call him rickety white Joel Osteen's little nephew or something. Yeah, he's actually a state rep from Texas. Former middle school teacher, proud progressive, 8th generation Texan. I don't know. I forget his name. But anyway, I think the Democrats, the Kamala supporters, they're going to do a Jim Jones, man. I firmly believe they're possible, man. They are on the edge of doing some Jim Jones type shit. All of them. Just walk right into the inferno. Walk right into the ocean. I'm thinking that, man. The way they talk, man, it sounds Like they're all battling a deep bout with depression. You know what I'm saying? They're all tripping. Listen to this guy. He's like talking about we need to get, if you got a Trump supporter in your family, you need to ostracize him. Now, I started the show talking about being raised a JW. That's Jehovah's Witness. That's what they do. They do that shit to you. And that's what they talking about doing. But that is cult-like activity. They saying if you got a Trump supporter, he's gonna make the case to why you don't need to be around your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your mother, your father, your children for a political view. These people that lost it, man, they over, man, they done. They ain't right in the head. Something wrong with them.
Some of us are worried about seeing certain family members at Thanksgiving. Love doesn't mean papering over our disagreements.
Yeah, there's some family members I don't want to see because they owe me money. Yeah, they owe me money, man. And I know, but I might act up. I might act up. Get a drink in me or two. That's why I told Miss Black I'm not even drinking. Because I might act up, man. He know he owe me. I'm be looking at his shoes, like, look at them shoes. Here go my $200. See that? That's my 200 right there. See? But that ain't gonna be because of Trump support. Why would we talk about politics at the dinner table anyway? What dummy does that?
Or selling out our values, or tolerating abuse. True love doesn't ignore conflict. True love heals conflict.
You know what else heals conflict? Money. Yeah, money heals conflict. Like that $200. Yeah, if you pay me that $200, man, I don't care who he voted for. Yeah, and if he don't pay me, I don't care who he voted for either. You know, man, these people are stuck on stupid with this.
The people at the top, the Elon Musks, the Rupert Murdochs, the Donald Trumps of the
Keep going. Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z. Keep naming billionaires. Why you stop with the 3 Republicans you know? You ain't gonna name none of the billionaires that work with the Democratic Party to give to Democratic Party shit like Jeff Bezos? Not gonna name them, huh? Gonna stop right there, huh? Like they the only people that got a sway. You know, it was Clinton that did the whole thing with the bill that opened up the floodgates to the corporations. Citizens United is what it's called. That was passed under Bill Clinton, if I'm not mistaken. That's the bill that gave corporations personhood when it came to our elections, so they could flood our elections with money. So the real culprit is that bastard sitting right over there. But you ain't got no smoke for him, do you? Howdy doody looking mofo. No smoke at all. We just gonna talk about Elon Musk and the other people. Yeah, man, this is a bunch of caca. That's what it is, a bunch of caca. So they do have truths. This is the Democratic Party modus operandi. This is their mode of operation. This is how they do business. This is their get down. This is their go-to. You know what I'm saying? This is their 1-2. It's to say they accuse you of doing what they already did. They accuse you of doing what they doing or already did.
The world spends so much energy, so much time keeping us angry and divided because our unity is a threat to their power.
Look at this goofy shit. This, I thought, and look, the worst thing about with this, what you hear this guy saying, there were people underneath this like DL going, listen to this whole thing. He is so right. These people live here. They're the people that are in the way, driving in the fast lane, doing 40 in the fast lane on the 55, 65. These them people, man, in the way. Look at you like you crazy. When you finally get around their ass. Like, they all wrong. They're all wrong. And they are threats to our existence. You know, man, people like this make me want the zombie apocalypse to come because they'll never make it. We need to be nice to the zombies, everyone. That's not their fault. Oh, God. Oh, he's eating my arm. What's wrong with don't shoot the zombies. He ate your mother, but I'm sure he's had problems growing up. I'm trying to tell you, man, these people are not right in their head. There's something wrong with them. This guy lives in Fantasyland. To them, everything was beautiful. People of all colors was holding hands, skipping, with big wad of money in their pocket. All the jobs paid tremendous amounts, gave them great benefits. Everybody had as much overtime or as much paid leave as they wanted. Everybody had an electric car, so they could use them electric charge stations that Joe Biden just paid out the ass of our money with to buy. Everybody was just loving life. Nobody was suffering anything. There was no homeless people. Anybody outside was out there barbecuing. Big, thick steaks. Oxtails cooking in stove in the oven. Or braised oxtails on the stove. Finish in the oven. Got to brown them up good. You know what I'm saying? All this was happening. And then, then came Trump. And everything changed. All of a sudden, the sun went in and the clouds consumed the sky and became dark, and lightning and thunder and hail and literal babies and dogs and cats was falling from the sky. Drones was shooting bullets and shooting and missing, and grenade launchers was going off, and black people and white people and all the races was fighting in each other's throats trying to kill each other. All this was happening. All the money dried up and all the food and the stuff left the shelves, and the gas ran out, and everything was Mad Max. Remember that movie, Mad Max, right? I'm aging myself. Yeah, it was an apocalypse. You know, the end of days. Dystopian, that's the word I'm looking for. $3 word. D.L. Hughley word. A dystopian nightmare was at our doorstep. We were all going because of this, because the orange man evil. He did it. And all of us was in camps. This is what they talk. This is how they preach. We can't say these people. All we could do. So you know what?
It's the oldest strategy in the world, divide and conquer. And it's why love has always been a threat to the powers that be. Loving our neighbors allows us to listen to each other.
If y'all elect this carpetbagger to any office, this guy is even a more annoying Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, he's even worse than Pete. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of him now. AIPAC. Yeah, he didn't bring up AIPAC, did he? Son of a bitch. He didn't bring up AIPAC money, but he'll bring up Elon Musk. AIPAC was literally paying to run people out of office. You know, but all those assholes want to talk about Elon Musk. Nobody want to talk about AIPAC. That's how bad it is. We got Democrats. We got Jasmine Crockett. I just did a segment on CNN. All these black women on CNN, on MSNBC. No, but CNN, I'm right, I'm sorry. It's Curry Champion. Thick Joy Reid, like Heavy Joy Reid, I don't know her name. Adeline or Asley or Isley, I don't know her name. But it was 3 black sisters on this show. And all they could talk about was how Elon Musk was the end of days, but none of them would bring up AIPAC. And how AIPAC threw out the primary Democrats and got them out of office. And no one would talk about that, but they'll talk about Elon Musk, who didn't primary anybody out of office. Not a single black person was primary by Elon Musk to get them out of office. But he's the most racist man in America, though, right? But no smoke at all. We got 3 sisters with no smoke at all. They're on a platform talking about corruption in our politics and things that impact our politics. They're worried about TikTok or worried about Twitter, but they got no smoke for AIPAC. AIPAC's on X. That guy's on X, the guy that Charlamagne had on his show that time from the ADL. He's on X. No one will bring it up. Silence. I like it when I make a good point that's irrefutable. Yeah. They'll go to the mat for black people about shit that don't matter, but when it's time to stand up for real stuff, silence. Where were you? Like right now, this guy's talking about the world as if the world is in a state of pandemonium. As if everything has gone wrong. You know Biden's still president. If Trump's going to bring the end of days, you'll find out. I don't know what's over the hill, right? But I know where we're at right now is not good. And by the way, the guy you wanted is still in office. He's right over there. If things are so bad, Goofy, why aren't you talking about him fixing it while he's sitting right there? Why are you talking about the future that you don't even know if you're going to live to see it? No man knows the day, dummy. So why are you talking about the future, which you don't know, but right now you're living in hell right now? There are a lot of people living in hell right now. I'm sorry, y'all. Now we got to get serious. There are people that are living in hell right now that are living under situations that are highly stressful. And these Democratic assholes act like that didn't exist. When they do their little autopsies, all of them are talking about the pretend world under Trump that's supposed to be so wicked and so harmful. None of them were discussing what's going on right now. They made light of the situation, the problems that people are suffering with. That's one of the reasons they lost. And you got this guy up here acting like he's going to save somebody's Sunday. He's a horrible Sunday teacher. No wonder why he taught school. School of the kooks. School of the liars. School of the punk asses. Sit your ass down. Let's listen to the rest, though.
Learn from each other and ultimately come together to take power back for ourselves and our communities.
To do what? The Democrats have been in power for the 12 of the last 16 years. Do you feel empowered? How has your community been going? Well, I know it's going to be an excuse, but that guy in West Virginia's in office. What can we do? We can't do nothing. My hand broke because we can't do nothing because the West Virginia senator, he stopped us from doing all the things we was gonna save the world, but we can't do it because of filibuster. Well, in the filibuster, well, that would be unconstitutional. It would be undemocratic to take that out. You just said that's what's stopping you from saving the world. Yeah, I know I said it, but we don't want to go that far. But you just said it was important. But you just said the world was at stake. Why was you in the fucking filibuster, Goofy? Oh, we don't want to do that. That's not our founding fathers. Why did Obama ratify Roe versus Wade and put this shit to bed? You know why he didn't do it? Because he knew one day you'd be able to use it to run an election. Little did he know America would be so far in the tank and the shitter that it wouldn't let you win. You wouldn't be able to win on that alone. That's why he left it there. It was strategic. Leave it there and then you can run on it if it ever gets overturned. You people think everyone's stupid. Nah, just some of us. Some of us are smart. Anybody buying the Democrats' hook, line, and sinker is a moron. And I say it to anyone on any platform. We want to hear any more from this guy? I think we've heard enough. I think we heard enough of doom and gloom guy about how bad the world is going to be, how we will be so united if we just got rid of Trump. You know what? We didn't have Trump the last 4 years, and guess what? We were not so united. We weren't so united, and everyone loved everyone. Money just fell from the sky. Now, that was fentanyl, asshole. Goober. What's up with Texas, man? Yeah, man, what's wrong with Texas? You even got this goofy mofo, and you got Jasmine Crockett, another over the top. And I wish somebody in my life would do the thing. Somebody don't bite it. And I looking like a crazy person every time I see her. Tori Walker called it black girl magic. I call it black girl tragic. It's tragic what they're doing. Nothing magical about it. It's tragical. Fanatical, tragical display of over-the-top freaking performative nonsense. All right. Hit the like button, Johnson. Hit the like button if you like that segment. Worked real hard on it. My writers will appreciate you if you hit like button. Yeah, I'll let our writers know that you appreciate us. Also, we're trying to hit 500 likes on this segment. Be really good to do on a Wednesday because Wednesday is not always a good day, but we can make it a good day right here. So hit the like button. Let the algorithm know that you're watching the Tim Black Show. Share this show out to people. We also want to go to getting 5 new members tonight. How about us get 5 new new people, new switchers, or people that switch over to it. Yeah, whatever. Convertibles. How about we get 5 new members to the show tonight? How about that? How about our goal is 500 likes and 5 new members. How about that? 5 new members, Johnson. I think we can do it, Buck. I think we can do it, Tobias. I think we can do it. Kelly M. We carry signs. I think we can do it. Bill Brummer, I think we can do it. Rate 65. I think we can do it. Kirk Alton, you here, baby? And my people here, I don't even know, man. I jumped out here into the mix tonight. Tony B. Hit the like button during. What's up, man? Black Mamba. Look at that, man. My people were here. I just knew it, man. I just knew it. I didn't even look. I'm up here. I could have embarrassed myself. But I know I got certain people, man, I know. They ride for this show. They support a brother, man. Don't you let people tell you that people don't support black folks who put their heart in this shit. Some people do. Some people don't, but some people do. Tim Black's Wolfpack, thank y'all for supporting this show. Let's do this one. This is a good one. This is a good one, Johnson. While I was busy going at Roland Martin, and rightly so, he deserves all the smoke. There was somebody I left out at that time. You guessed it, Al Sharpton. Yeah, Al Sharpton. He also deserved a lot of ridicule. Do you realize that Al Sharpton took even more money than Roland Martin? Yeah, Al Sharpton took $500,000 for his foundation from Kamala Harris, and then he interviewed her. Now, Roland took $350,000, more than anybody ever gave his ass for his crummy ass network. In fact, Al Sharpton is probably still mad that she only gave him $150,000 more than she gave Roland. He like, I'm MSNBC. How you gonna give his dumb ass No offense, Roland, but you suck. I mean, come on. Listen, man. Now, this is just one reason why MSNBC got to go bye-bye. And I don't care if Elon buys them or not. They got to go. Yo, Elon, if you do buy it, Elon, if you do buy it, I'm just saying, I'm available. But you can't tell me what to fucking say. You cannot put me on at 2 a.m. Al Sharpton continues to host MSNBC show and make regular appearances after Harris campaign payment is revealed. This is why they gotta go. You're not a news agency. They're not. This guy has a show. He takes $500,000. Al Sharpton has continued to make guest appearances on the network in addition to hosting his weekend show after revelations that his nonprofit took money from Kamala Harris before he interviewed her. A whopping $500,000 to Sharpton's National Action Network nonprofit, ahead of a friendly interview on MSNBC, host conducted with the Democratic nominee just weeks before the election. MSNBC insists it was unaware at the time of the donation, which was reported by the Washington Free Beacon on November 12th. Let me get this right. MSNBC employs Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton, representing MSNBC, takes money for his own organization, not affiliated with MSNBC, then interviews Vice President Harris. You don't consider that a conflict of interest for Al Sharpton? You don't think that that's a conflict? You don't think people would need to know, by the way, she gave me $500,000 to my nonprofit. You know what I'm saying? Because we great people, you know. You don't think that the viewers needed to know that? And you don't think there shouldn't be any repercussions for that? None? Nothing's supposed to happen with this obvious conflict of interest? I mean, this is as glaring as it gets. As glaring, obvious. This is unethical. It may even be illegal. This is as close to payola as possible. The only reason why, the only mitigating thing about it that lessens the payola aspect is that, you know, Al Sharpton is a scumbag anyway, and he was in the tank for her to begin with. That's the only thing. But besides that, it still looks like money that was given that would influence a favorable or a soft, gentle interview. How could you not see that as a bad thing? I saw Al Sharpton on something today. Like nothing's going on, just looking all dead in the face, doing what he normally do. You know what I'm saying? Lying his ass off, pointing fingers at other people, grandstanding on some other issues. Meanwhile, he has nothing to stand on. The man is as unethical as they come. Once again, we got morons who believe in him. They think, Al's doing it for us. Al, that's because he takes an issue that matters to you. It collects money through it, goofy. Says things that anyone could say, and then goes back to being a corrupt bastard. Not unlike Dr. Umar. Same type of people. A lot of people do this. In my opinion. In my opinion. In addition to hosting Politics Nation on Saturdays and Sundays, the ratings for this can't be much better than my own ratings. Sharpton has made another 7 appearances as guest on MSNBC since the story broke, according to the Media Research Center. Including on Wednesdays, Morning Joey made 30 guest appearances from October 1st to November 11th. His appearances decreased somewhat since the payment was revealed. Nevertheless, he's continued to be a part of the network's coverage of the aftermath of President-elect Donald Trump's victory over Harris, whom Sharpton and many of the network colleagues strongly supported. Sharpton was an open supporter, obvious supporter of Kamala Harris. He made no doubt about that in anybody's mind. That made it bad enough that he's going to interview her. But then he took money too. And I want to let anybody know who's wondering, like, Tim, why are you trying to take money out Al's pocket? Tim, why are you calling out another black man, Tim? Bump him. When we hurt we call out we. Okay? Al Sharpton ain't hurting white people with the dumb shit he does. He ain't corralling white people. White people don't listen to Al. I mean, maybe that one guy, the guy Jesse, whatever is the Dolomite or whatever his name is. Maybe him and that fat guy that always talking about race all the time, and Tim Wise, these guys. Okay, but most white people don't listen to him. So who is he lying to? Black people. So who should call him out? Black people. Stop looking at him and saying, well, Tim, you shouldn't do it because he's black. Well, if I don't call him out, who will? Sure as hell ain't going to be the white guys. Sure ain't going to be Cenk Uygur and David Pakman and Sam Sausagehead, Cedar. These people are not going to call him out. Who's going to call him out? If the right-wing people like Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, any of these people call him out, Cernovich, any of these people call him out, you're going to call him racist. That's what you do. You call them racist. So, and then the moderate, the Democrat liberals, they ain't gonna say shit because they agree with him. Like, that's their boy. They support him because he supports candidates they want him to support. They're all in cahoots with each other. They're all corrupt. Then the progressive types, or people that say they're progressive, they actually supported Kamala. So they also ain't gonna call him out. So ain't nobody left but independent black folks and white folks, and even independent white folks will have problems because you'll call them racist too because they white. And so the only thing left are independent black people to stand up. And you won't be able to call me racist, but you'll call me a sellout, a coon, and all this other stuff. For calling out black people that are hurting black people. You think it helps us when he runs around shouting about racism all day, put money in his pocket? Being a scumbag. And if you think when he became an informant back in the 70s, 80s, you think he didn't know what he was doing. Well, I was just trying to help the feds do their thing. So we ain't talking about a stand-up individual to begin with. When I found that out about him, I'm like, yeah. But that ain't the bottom line. The bottom line is this. I call out who I want. Don't like it, watch another show. Recognize it ain't. It's like Cat said, man. Cat Williams, get Cat Williams a show. I don't know if he got time to do it, but give him a show. I know he's building his own. He's building his own enterprise, his own movie set, his own movie kingdom. I think doing his thing, so he wouldn't do it. But he said it best. He said, it's not white versus white. It's not white versus black. It's good versus evil. And that's any color, man. This ain't about because it's about good versus evil. And that's what I'm talking about. What Al Sharpton did here was evil. What Roland Martin did was evil. And I'm staying on them. I'm staying on their necks, man. And I'm calling out these people. It's the day. Look, we're at a point right now where we can break through. They're going to do their best to silence people like me. Right now, this is an opportunity. So I got to put everything into this. You don't know it, but I'm fighting for you. As you criticize me for criticizing people that have been on the take. He's been on the take 30 years, man. Has your life gotten better under this guy? He's been a leader in the community for 30 years. Have our lives gotten better? Has racial wealth got closed? What's gone down for us that was bad and what's gone up that was good? What has happened under these people? How have they benefited us? Then why we can't let them go? Why we can't let them get out? Kamala Harris is more of the same of what we don't need. And this guy was willing to take her money and boost her and give her that soft-ass interview. He got a complete staff. He ain't like Tim Black. I interview people. It's just me, goofy. He got a whole team of people and all the resources of MSNBC behind him. He couldn't ask better questions than a third grader. Really? You don't think that was intentional? During the interview, Sharpton wished Harris a happy birthday and likened her to revered Democrat Shirley Chisholm. I'll rest my case. He's a kiss ass. He kissed her ass during the entire thing. Sharpton did not disclose the donations to his bosses at MSNBC, according to Free Beacon. MSNBC did not respond to their request for their comment. They won't even comment. Al Sharpton is a racial ambulance chaser. MRC President Brent Bozell posted on X. He should not be the host of a news show. Accepting money from a candidate should be the end of his news career. That kind of money should not be changing hands to people who are cosplaying being a journalist. Maybe that's not a fair term, but because I don't know, is he a journalist? I don't know. But that just feels a little bit like pay to play. And it doesn't feel right. Nah, it doesn't feel right, does it? We got to be willing to call out those who are hurting us. Al Sharpton is one of those people. Him and Roland Martin are two people that keep black people on the Democratic plantation, and it does not help us. It helps them. Time to change up. It's a new day. All right, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let people know you're watching the Tim Black Show. We do this every day at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every day except Saturday. And tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to eat some turkey. That's right. But other than that, we will be here. We got more? You guys good? Can we get some like buttons over here? How we doing, Buck? We get to 500, Buck. Oh, we're somewhere near the vicinity. 500 likes, 5 new memberships. That's a good day. I don't ask so much. 5 cups of coffee. I drink them all now, too. So. We're about to go hard, man.
Thank you today for Attorney Letitia James. Lord, we thank you that you called her for such a time as this. Lord, let no hurt, harm, or danger come around her. Let the threats and the idle words of those become ruin. Lord, we thank you, and we just take your word that no weapon formed.
Yeah, we got gotta pull them out. Gotta get rid of them, man. I'm sorry. Letitia James, your days are number 2, sister. Let's go to this one, man. We're about to put some fire in the hole. Okay, guys. Bernie Sanders. Will Bernie Sanders be starting a new third party? People are saying it's possible. Bernie's talking that type of talk that seems revolutionary. But what will he do? Is it possible? Is it feasible? What say you? Well, here goes a clip. Breaking points. We're discussing
in his critique of the Democrats and how they abandon working class voters. And he just recently sent out a campaign email that was not one of these normal, just like boilerplate fundraising pitches. This was clearly coming directly from him, and continued that critique of the Democratic Party, and also opened up some interesting possibilities for what Senator Sanders may be doing with his time in the future. Let's go ahead and put this up on the screen. I'm going to read this in full, guys, so just bear with me so you get the full sense of it. He says, I won't do it in the Bernie voice. Dear Brent, tough times.
Not bad.
The American people understand that our economic and political systems are rigged. They know that the very rich get much richer while almost everyone else becomes poor. They know that we are moving rapidly into an oligarchic form of society. The Democrats ran a campaign protecting the status quo and tinkering around the edges. Trump and the Republicans campaigned on change and on smashing the existing order. Not surprisingly, the Republicans won. Unfortunately, the, quote, change that Republicans will bring about will make a bad situation worse and a society of gross inequality even more unequal, more unjust, and more bigoted. Will the Democratic leadership learn the lessons of their defeat and create a party that stands with the working class and is prepared to take on the enormously powerful special interests that dominate our economy, our media, and our political life? Highly unlikely. They are much too wedded to the billionaires and corporate interests that fund their campaigns. Given that reality, where do we go from here? That is a very serious question that needs a lot of discussion in the coming weeks and months. How do we expand our efforts to build a multiracial, multi-generational working class movement? How do we create a 50-state movement, not politics based on the Electoral College and battleground states? How do we deal with Citizens United and the ability of billionaires to buy elections? How do we recruit more working class candidates for office at levels of government? Should we be supporting independent candidates who are prepared to take on both parties? How do we better support union organizing? How do we put together listening sessions around the country that intentionally seek input from people who did not vote for Democrats in the last election? How do we best use social media to build our movement and combat the lies and disinformation coming from the billionaire class and right-wing media? How do we build sustainable and long-term issue-based organizing structures that live beyond individual campaigns? These are some of the political questions that together we need to address, and it is absolutely critical that you make your voice heard during this process, not me, us. That is the only way forward. In solidarity, Bernie Sanders. So obviously, Emily, this caught a lot of attention because it is, you know, very critical of the Democratic Party. Says, like, are they going to get their act together? Probably not going to happen.
Right.
So where do we go from here? And, you know, one of the things he floats is, hey, do we support candidates? He doesn't name check Dan Osborne. We have to think that that's somewhere in mind, who ran as an independent, but as a populist, and came very close to winning in a Senate seat in Nebraska. How do we get more working class people in? And the theory, the possibility here of a third party movement is also sort of overtly floated. So quite noteworthy coming from someone who still holds so much sway and so much influence.
Well, and what he is saying is what we heard the voters say in Griffin's segment, which is the big theme to take away from that is people voted for change. They voted for change. They voted for change. And you don't tell people that you are a change agent effectively if you are Kamala Harris and you are defending the Biden administration's policies. Now, we can have a debate about whether Donald Trump is actually going to change Washington, but he convinces people that he is. That is his overarching message, that he is bringing fundamental change, not, as Bernie put it, tweaking around the edges or tinkering around the edges with different policies. It's not enough to talk about a child tax credit. You have to talk about why the system has created an environment where you need a child tax credit, where you need the government saying, oh, here, take a little bit more of your own damn money. Have a little bit more of it back for childcare. Have a little bit more of it back to pay for your babies. Like, that is the problem with the Democratic Party right now, is just assuming that's enough.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. And, I can harp on this, but I think Bernie is a model, a very unique model in American politics, not in global politics, but in American politics in particular, where I would love to know what those same ladies would say if we asked them, like, what do you think about Bernie Sanders? Because I think even though he's stylistically very different from Trump, very different than AOC, also though a New York character.
Yes.
Interesting parallel there. But, that people had that same sense of him. This is a fighter. This is someone who is focused on me and my life and is going to go to war against the forces that are arrayed against me and my family and are making life more difficult than they should be for me and for my kids to be able to find success. I mean, the immediate question that this raises is, okay, Bernie Sanders, 83 years old, like, what does this mean? What is he planning? And, people have floated like, is he going to launch a third party? Is that what this is leading to? I think that's probably very unlikely, just given, Bernie has been in politics for longer than either one of us has been alive by decades, right? And he knows that in the realities of the American system, like there's a reason that he was able to run as an independent, but caucuses with Democrats and ultimately ran as a Democrat in the Democratic Party, because there are just so many barriers to an independent or third party movement, especially in the post Ross Perot era, being able to find any sort of significant success. I mean, if anyone could make it happen, it would be Bernie Sanders, because he still does have that, that base and that affection and that media and star power, et cetera, to command. I personally think it's unlikely that at this point in his life, he's going to go in that direction, but I am curious to see what he has in mind for his next act. I can tell you, I saw him speak last week, week before? I can't remember. Anyway, I saw him speak recently, and he's still got it. Let me tell you, there is no like mental decline there going on. He is 83 years old, but mentally he is still extremely sharp and extremely powerful. So this could be a really interesting development here.
Okay. All right, we back. I usually don't let clips play all the way, but I wanted that one to play all the way. Somebody hit me up on the comment section and were like, Tim Black, if you should be covering Bernie's third party idea. Only hacks are not covering it. And the grifters. I wasn't going to cover it. But you know what? You're right, I am going to cover it. This one's for you, son. Good job. I'm not going to cover it the way you think I'm going to cover it, though, dumbass. Okay, first of all, there are a couple things I saw in this op-ed. I mean, in this whatever this was, this press release, this communique, this document that Bernie Sanders released to his people, released from his organization or whatever, and they were troubling to me, and it to me, it didn't seem positive. Okay, so it seemed to me like he was more or less campaigning. Yeah, I don't know why he's campaigning. Campaigning for what? What's he campaigning about? What is he trying to do? Why wouldn't he just say it? You know how short an actual manifesto could be at this point for Bernie Sanders? All right, we're starting a party. Gear up, folks. Let's go. The end. More news coming. That'd have been it. To clear all the decks of all the ideas of people speculating about what's happening. That's all he had to do. He didn't do that because he's doing what he always does. Yapping and chipping and tapping at the mouth. Playing on your emotions, playing on these things. He's a politician, Goofy. He's been doing this his whole career. Talking a good talk, but when it's time to put up and shut up and stay up, he doesn't. And I don't want to hear, man. I don't want to hear the shit about, the evil Democratic Party. Yeah, I bought that the first time. I halfway bought it the second time. Then when he dumped on black people, didn't know what reparations was. He didn't even have the heart to say, hey, I don't support it. Instead, he acts like he doesn't understand what we're even talking about. That, to me, was a bridge way too far. Worse than that, he'd already betrayed me when he campaigned for Hillary. Then he betrayed everybody again by campaigning for Joe Biden. What else needs to happen for people to realize that Bernie was never who Bernie tried to pretend to be? Guy has some policies that he believes in, I guess, that are important to him. Fine. But if Bernie really wanted to start a third party, would he have started it after he got robbed the first time? Or maybe he would have started it after he got robbed the second time. You mean to tell me he's going to wait again for Trump to get him back in office, for him to start? Or maybe it's just a nice, slick way to keep goofies like you stuck around the Democratic Party for a moment. Yeah, he ain't going to start a third party. Just the same way he wouldn't, the same reason I agree with Crystal Ball. He's not going to start a third party. If he's going to start one, he would have already started one. He's just doing the same old thing he likes to do. Is come in and say the most obvious shit. Hey, everything's corrupt. Hey, where's the money? Hey, we need this. Hey, the top 1%. Hey, the millionaires and the billionaires. And then, as everyone knows, the stick. But when it comes down to it, what's he really willing to? What is he really willing to risk? Nothing. And that's what I got to say about all these people. Another thing that was a big red flag. And it was one of the commentators. And this is the reason why I cannot rock with these people. Hey, man, a long time ago, man, I was a different guy. Thank you, Crystal, for bringing me on your show. Breaking Points. You and Sagar's show. But now it's just, no one's going back to the dumb. I can't go back to being dumb. I can't go back to not knowing. I know too much to unknow what I now know. And when you say stuff like, oh, well, if, the Democrats lost because they were defending Kamala, Kamala Harris defended Joe Biden policies. No! She betrayed all idea of her ethics. It wasn't just that she defended Joe Biden's policies. She helped enact them. She embodied them. Some of that legislation never would have got done without her. Okay? So, no, you don't get to say, oh, well, how are they going to win? They got her defending. She's a part of it. She's a part of the administration. The problem with you guys is that you're still stuck on the Democratic Party. You're still stuck operating with the Democratic Party. And I get it. What would you do politically? How would you get money? How would you get money if you didn't? So I understand your motivation, but that doesn't mean I don't get to call you out. And I don't have to agree with the nonsense. Then what really sealed the deal of this being a bunch of bogus nonsense that people are just saying for viewership and for friends. So we want to talk about grifting. It's a grift to pretend this is real. It's a grift for you to pretend that this is plausible with Bernie at the helm. Bernie is an institutional dog. He's a man of institution of the Democratic Party. He is of that. He ain't going to grow no damn new stripes. He got polka dots and he's keeping them. For you to say AOC's a fighter like AOC, what? Have we been living on the same planet the last couple of years? She's a hack. And so is he. The actions are what matters. And when it comes down to actions, it's either inaction or wrong action and a bunch of word salad when being questioned. And then coming out and saying the obvious things that everyone else is saying because the wind's blowing that way don't matter, does it? Nah, man, the courageous stand up when things are against them. The courageous, the leaders, they stand up regardless to how the ball's bouncing. That's why they're called leaders. And for you to put Bernie and AOC, you just killed it for me because that's exactly the wrong idea. Yes, I do believe we need more parties. I support new parties, more parties. But you know what? Do that shit without me. And I think I speak for a lot of us. I don't trust him. I don't believe in him. I don't think he has what it takes to go the distance. I don't believe that he will stick to it. This is all words. It ain't gonna work this time. You can fool some people some of the time, but you ain't fooling me again. I'm done with that. And I think most people with reasonable sense would say, all right, F you, show me. Go do it, then we'll see. Talk to me after you did it. Bernie would not be the person. For you to say Bernie would be the person to start a third party, he'd be the absolute wrong person to start a third party. We don't need you to be known. You'll become known by what you do. You don't have to be a known person in the Senate for 40 years like Bernie Sanders to get respect, to be able to start something. All you got to do is want to do it. All you got to do is have the guts to do it, have the courage to do it, have the stamina, the belief to do it. You don't need a guy who wouldn't do it, who wouldn't stand up for his own self. How you not going to stand up for, if you baseball bat me, if you shellac me, if you shiv me in the shower, and I see you in the yard, it's on. He got shivved twice, and he still works there. You two young ladies may be from the different side of the tracks. But you have tracks in your towns, right? Stop shoveling a pile of shit to the people and feeding it to them. You know better. I know it's worth a couple thousand, 100,000 views for some people. Let them enjoy it. Eat cake. But as for the hopes and dreams, the ambitions, the emotions of the everyday working class person, don't get your hopes up high, or Bernie Sanders. He's a heartbreaker and a dream destroyer. Not worth it. So, I talked about it. Happy? All right, I feel good about that one. That was good. I know I had one more thing I wanted to do. Right? So we got all Sharpton. Oh, this is good. All right. Look, guys, hit the like button if you like the show so far. I got one more segment. This is a lighter segment. I'm hoping we don't get cut off when I do this. I'm hoping everything goes well. All right. So yesterday I covered the new speech or the latest presentation given by Kamala Harris since she lost the election. It was a live stream between her and Tim Walz, and they were just thanking their supporters for all their hard work. Turns out, people say they think that Kamala Harris was drunk at the time. And, you know, I covered it. We played it. Was she drunk? It's like a thing. Now, everyone on X is talking about it. It's a bunch of memes. They are hilarious. I'm going to tell you which one are memes, which one are AI, so no one can report me and try to make it seem like this was real. It's not real unless I tell you it is. You should know it's not real. I'm going to play the real one, okay? But it's just hilarious, guys. Was Kamala Harris drunk? Does she have a drinking problem? She wouldn't be the first politician to have a drinking problem. Robert F. Kennedy, you remember the other Kennedy guy was a drunk ass? The fat one. What, he a drunk? Yeah, man, that's been alcoholics. Look, man, like I tell you, in Hollywood, you get a contract, they give you money, and they give you a habit, a drug habit. I think in politics, they give you money, they give you a scotch or some candy, nose candy or something. All right, here we go. So this is the video, a short video. I got short clips. Here we go. This is a legit video. I think. Let me make sure.
I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
Is she drunk? I'm saying, does she seem drunk to you? Give me a 1 if you think she's drunk, a 0 if not. Tim, she ain't drunk, are you? No, I'm not, by the way. If you think she's drunk, give me a 1, number 1. If you think she's sober, give me a 0. That means no. Okay.
Just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you.
You know, she wanted to steal my line, right? She wanted to say, don't you let nobody take your cornbread. But you know, I know that's what she wanted to say. We say, go. It's like, I'm not going to let that Tim Black know I'll be watching this shit. He said mean things about me. You could have made my career, man. You could have just said that. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. That's one of my taglines. They already stole my Johnson's thing. D.L. Hughley, your guy, he stole my Johnson's thing.
You have this, just have to remind you. Don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
I don't know,
just
guys.
have to remind
I
you.
don't know, man. It's looking like maybe she got a little drinking pool. Look at a little drinking, drink. Had a little sip. She had a little sip, Martin Lawrence style. Hey, Molly Mart. Molly Mart, she had a little sippy, sip. Little sippy, sip. That's the 90s comedy right there. Y'all know nothing about that. Y'all, Drewski. Drewski would have a field down there too. Dog, do you realize, hold on a second, before I play the next clip, do you realize all the material that just corny-ass, scared-ass comedians are missing? Because they're so scared. They don't want to go against the Democrats. Wait till the floodgates open up and comedy comes back. Oh, God. SNL. They got to cover this. I don't know. This is hilarious. Anyway, so that's her there. Here goes some of the memes that were made about her. Here goes one that's very popular. Here you go.
Ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same.
Oh, it's obviously not real, right? Okay, it's obviously not real. Because, yeah, I got a strike one time because this joke's real. I could get. Obviously, this is not real, right? Okay.
Purpose that you did.
There was another. I don't know which one is which. Is this it?
Just have to remind you. Don't you ever let anybody take.
Look at that, no, guys. Hold on. It's the eye. Look at the eye. That left, right. The right eye. Look at the right. Maybe it's her left. Look.
I just have to remind you. Don't you ever let.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Johnson. That's drunk eye right here. This right here. I got a lazy eye, but she got the drunk eye. That's a little alcohol in her eye right here. Yeah, I've always had a lazy eye, but she got drunk eye. It seemed like a drunk eye, guys. Let's see if we let's see if what about this one?
Just have to remind you. Don't you? And you have the same ability to engage and inspire.
Oh no, man. If I can't find it, maybe it's good, maybe oh no, here it goes. Here it goes.
Shot time, bitches.
Obviously, this is not her. This is a meme, obviously, right? Okay.
Shot time, bitches. Oh yeah. Yeah, aha, that penny is good. Okay, let's try this one more time. Whoa, damn. Okay, last one, promise. Fuck, shit, damn. Hold on. Oh, damn, that's some good shit. Ah, shit, I feel sick.
See what you've been missing, being a stuck-up Democrat, you guys. And then there's this. This is hilarious. That's drunk falling off the boat, Kamala. Obviously, this is a AI image. This is not the vice president, okay? Obviously. But you got to make sure you say it several times because there are morons. I don't know, guys. I thought it was hilarious. That was too funny. Are we still streaming? We're still streaming. Okay, we're okay. All right, guys, let me know what you think about that. Was Kamala drunk to you? I think she was drunk. Someone said they known her. I think it was it Axel? Was it Plouffe? Was it Axelrod? Was it Merchant? One of these operatives for the Democratic Party, one of these political strategists or Democratic operatives, said that they've known Kamala for several years, and she does not make good decisions, particularly under pressure. That's their words, not mine. And they said what they wish she would have done, would have told Joe Biden that she was not up for the job, instead of lying to herself and wasting $1.5 billion. But hey, it's only money, right? All right, fam. Let's go to comment section. Now, our goal was 500 likes and 5 new memberships. Let's hope we got to that on this pre-Thanksgiving Day show. As always, guys, we got people in the house. We have Tony B. Tony B says, Tim, 12 Red Bulls in tonight. Goodness great. Oh, no Red Bulls, yo. I don't do Red Bulls. I do coffee. Black Mamba. Sticker. Trusto Party. That's what's up. Yeah, I was tired. I have been tired, though, fam. I guess it kind of showed a little bit, huh? But I'm okay today. I'm okay. Thank you, fam. So I don't know what we're doing. I don't see 5 memberships, but I do see I got my people coming through. So thank you to the people that have come through and given to the show. Thank y'all for supporting the show and doing what you do. I am wondering, I'm curious about the zeros and the ones. Do we get some zeros and some ones here? Like, I want to know where people are on this. Was she drunk? Was she drunk? Carrying signs. What you think, brother? 111 likes to 500. Goodness gracious, Johnson. We're that far off? Oh, it ain't going to happen then. Shit. I thought we had a good show going. You know what it is? It's the people on Twitter. Twitter people don't hit like. Twitter just watch the show and don't hit like. They don't come over. They don't hit like. Facebook. The world is going to end tomorrow. LMAO. The mask is cracked. We gotta get people to come over to hit the like button. Yo, Mama, you're good at Just a Kill Bill reference? Okay, I'm getting caught up in stuff that don't have anything to do with that. Karma's been eaten by piranhas. Black Mamba gave us the 5 memberships. Black Mamba, you be doing too much, sister. I can't have you doing that. Thank you, Black Mamba. Give it up for her. Black Mamba, you're too gracious. Kelly, please explain how we can gift memberships. You know what, sister? I've never done it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So I've asked Mrs. Black. She don't know how to do it. Ask Black Mamba how she did it. I have no idea. I've wondered that. I'll be like, how does the system give them to people? Like, I don't know. And I've had people come on and say, wow, somebody gave me a membership. Thank you. And I'm like, wow, that's dope. All I do is work. And when I watch videos, very rarely do I watch a live stream. Because I'm usually live streaming. People don't usually live stream during the day. Now, if I watch a live stream, maybe like Iron Me. But usually that's a replay. So, yeah. Yeah. Wow, guys. That's crazy. That is really crazy. But it's all good, man. Thank you. Thank you, as always, Black Mamba. I appreciate you. I want to thank everybody that supports this channel. As always, you make this possible. Thank you for keeping this bald-headed brother around, doing his thing. This old man around. I appreciate y'all. Your Uncle Tim Black, appreciate you. Thank you for showing love. And remember, we'll be back the day after Thanksgiving. That's when we'll be back. Nothing but the greatest to you. Nothing but love for you. Yeah. Be well. And don't argue at your dinner table over no damn politics. This politics go politics with or without you. So you argue to get into a fight with your family, it's not going to change anything. Not at all. Wow. Well, that's it. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much. I'm seeing some ones. We got 93 likes to 500, Buck Bewley says. So we're close to like 400. And that's, at least we're, I don't know. I'll come up with it, man. I'll find a way to broaden the audience so we reach more people. I don't know what to do. I think maybe the holidays is going to be tough. But I'll see what I can come up with, Buck. I appreciate y'all for your support. I got nothing but love for you. Remember, don't let anybody take your cornbread. That's your cornbread. Keep your cornbread. All right? That's it. And with that, now all I got to know is where my ladies at. I love you, Nailani, Naomi, and Nadia. And of course, Mrs. Black.